Well,
It's a risk. I respect those who takes
yeah,
calculated
definitely.
risks. It didn't pay out this time. Maybe it will next time.
Oh man, and we are going to enter the last game of this match, Gaara versus Lothar, 2-2. Best Shaman versus Best Warrior.
Kinda.
I guess he is 1-7 with Warrior for now. It's
Um,
almost like Gorhau, the reversed Gorhau score.
yeah, Illuminati confirmed.
All right, if Lothar, well, last time he was actually doing really bad with Warrior, but then he won the game that mattered and got him to here to the top 16. So if he wins this game with Warrior again, it will carry him to the top 8.
That hand though.
Can he do that?
We're about to find out. Shaman is a very, very hard matchup for Warrior. And with this hand,
Oh my god.
Lothar is going to be crying very
Rest of the
soon.
bronies.
Oh, come on. His plays from turn 6 are amazing.
Yeah. Not
I
even
guess.
that amazing. Because those are executes, not shield slams.
Wow, Lothar definitely wants the turn 6.
We've seen that happen to Moody before. Like,
Never
Warrior
lucky.
sometimes can draw really
Yeah,
bad.
it can. It's really important as a Warrior player to get the coin and that extra card to mulligan for a better start. Like, when this happens, there's nothing you can do. There's no decisions you can make that will have any consequence on the games, because you're just like you're relying heavily on your opponent just doing nothing, but that's not the case. He's not even gonna he's opting to play a totem here instead of the Horus Golem. I'm not sure what do you think about that.
So I think it's because the Warrior as itself works in Lothar's favor. Gaara is playing around weapons, around brawl. Like, he doesn't want to overextend and go for face. He's playing safer.
Yeah,
And it's what we talked about before. Like, if you have an advantage in the matchup, why risk it?
yeah, that's true. But
Well, if
No-
you would know the extent of
yeah.
that.
I mean, I have never seen a more green hero power button than right now. It's this is awkward. Lothar thinking about it though, trying to mind game his opponent into thinking he has
Something, at least a play.
I'm not even sure what he's trying to mind game me with, because a weapon he would have played, or
He should at least hover into some cards.
The most sad part is that he doesn't even have the turn 5 play. It's like,
yeah,
how is this possible?
never lucky, baby.
You know, if I was Lothar, I would probably hover over one card, which
Yeah.
would kind of show that you have Brawl, and maybe that would have stopped Gaara from playing more stuff.
And he's gonna not keep flooding the board with totems.
Do you think this is a misplay from Gaara's side? Because
He's surely a more experienced shaman player than me, but I would definitely have played my minions, and
it kind of feels like we had the worst start possible, and Gaara had an insane opportunity to...
yeah, to take advantage of that. Yeah,
Oh, look, that's a green card.
it's like, what is this bug in the game?
Can we call it top deck? Because he can actually make a play.
He's so lucky getting that fiery war axe top deck. Gaara is flipping his table with anger.
Gaara had to like take a sip of water.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he played a card.
Baby Rage.
Well, honestly though, right now Lothar survived and he didn't take any damage. He's in a good shape, and now it all comes down to the plays.
And he plays Harvest Golem now.
I like this strategy from Gaara. Like, if you keep building up those totems, you are almost guaranteed to get that taunt totem every turn to prevent your opponent's weapon from being useful.
Yeah.
I mean, he surely has experience in this matchup.
Definitely.
Wow.
Even though from our perspective, like, people can say, yeah, Smork, like, just overextend, get the guy. Like, you
Yeah.
can never know that. Just playing your strategy, just not getting into territory which is unfamiliar to you. That's the best thing to do.
So I like the Sylvanas play here.
Yeah, Sylvanas is decent because there is the board and you can expect Fire Elemental. So Sylvanas will have to be taken care of.
I mean, the reason I want to play Sylvanas here over Shield Maiden is because next turn is Baron Geddon, so it doesn't really matter what minion you have, because it's not gonna attack that totem, because you're gonna clear everything with Baron Geddon anyway. And
Yeah.
I mean all the totems and stuff like that. So you rather get the Sylvanas Hexed or something than playing a Shield Maiden and that gets traded. with stuff you want to kill with Baron Geddon.
That's a very good line. But
Yeah.
I think it also supports the fact that it is kind of like preemptive Sylvanas. Like you play her on board and you stop big minions from being played. Like you force your opponent to do something with her.
So now it's really important here.
What do you think about the Death Bite play? Do you think that he doesn't see a threat on the board that can do damage to him because he's at 30 health, even though it's turn 6 and he hasn't played anything?
Yeah.
So he kind of thinks that he can play Death Bite and it's not going to punish him.
He
so
wants to clear everything on the board on one turn, and he's gonna do that by attacking twice with the Death Bite and the second time play Baron Geddon. You don't really want to play it right now, I think.
Yeah, Geddon? You can play Geddon now.
You can play Geddon, but I mean, if you wait one more turn, you can actually clear everything. So playing like a Shield Maiden here to stall for some time is quite useful. But he's gonna go ahead and do it right now.
I'm not
Leaving
sure
2
about-
Harvest Golems. Would you prefer to kill the Harvest Golem?
I think I would attack the Harvest Golem first and get the small spiders.
Mhm.
Because of the durability from Death Bite and being able to kill the 2-1s.
So, Power Mace or Fire Elemental here. What do you guys think?
Fire Elemental is awkward because he can attack with the Death Bite into Fire Elemental and kill
Mhm.
him and trigger both death
Yeah,
rattles.
I agree. He just likes to totem every turn. I mean, he's the expert. He's the best shaman in the world. He knows
Yeah.
what he's doing in this matchup.
And I think it's valid strategy. I mean, those totems, they did stop weapon attacks. And if he gets a taunt, like look, if he would get a taunt here, that would be very
What do you
good.
think about Gromage face and Smork the face with everything, dealing 40 points of damage, leaving him at 7?
Then you top the Garhal and win next turn. I like it.
Yeah,
He has
you
a
top
heal
the
bot,
Goral,
though.
and you can execute all the taunts if you want to.
So
Like
the,
we know he has a heal bot, but he doesn't know that.
so the question is, has the Harvest Golem been played before?
Yeah,
Death
it
Bite, so
was
it means
played.
if he attacks into it, he's
before.
gonna kill the leftover minion.
Yeah, but I think he will be attacking face and using Crew Taskmaster or something to deal with the damage Harvest Golem.
You don't execute the Harvest Golem.
Not really.
Oh,
There's the
there it
brawl.
finally the first.
Wow, and this is actually looking pretty bad now for Gaara. Maybe he did play too passively with making totems every turn. I mean, if he would have played Fire Elemental a long time ago or Flame Tongue Totem, he would have pressured him so much more. He would have maybe been able to kill him by now.
Well, Gaara was able to play Harvest Golem on 3. He just stood him up. He was able to play a Flame Tongue Totem on 4. He didn't do that, or like even Harvest Golem.
Yeah.
If Lothar wins this match after seeing that hand and having a Fireworks on 5 as the only legit play,
Yeah.
That would be impressive.
That would be, yeah, I mean, like, I think that shows that Gaara maybe had the wrong strategy for this matchup after all. I mean, if you can't win a favored matchup when your opponent has nothing to play but a Fire War Axe on turn 5,
I think what
it's like,
transpired here is that Gaara had a standard strategy versus a warrior that has a normal hand. Like Taskmasters, Fireworks, Armor Smiths, where Lothar had a super top-heavy hand, and that strategy applied to that hand of Lothar.
but
It's
I
actually pretty
do
bad.
think that you should be able to win against a worse hand than the standard good warrior hand. So your strategy should be as good, if not even better, against the worse hand of the warrior.
So I have this kind of question. You're telling that he was playing against a normal kind of warrior, but he hasn't played anything on turn 2, which should have showed that he doesn't have a Fiery War Axe or Armor Smith or anything. So why do you think he hasn't done that? Because he already should have known that he doesn't have the good hand. Because those are the most popular plays.
Touche. That actually counters my logic here. Maybe then he was really playing around Brawl and wanted to get the totem value.
Yeah, so this is a Shield Maiden execute turn, hero power, pretty easy.
Pretty powerful as well.
Yeah, it actually if he gets a second Crew Taskmaster, it's actually lethal next turn with Gromage.
Look, I'm looking at this and I have no idea how Gaara can come back from this point.
I think that if he gets Dr. Boom and his heavier minions, it can work out, but it's like Neptulon is quite good as well, with all the Murlocs, like as long as they don't get too much brawl value. But I mean, ugh, this is...
Oh, just building up the board. Alright, so Taskmaster is the finish. That's
Ooh.
not it. That's a 2-drop.
It's a 2-drop.
A little bit too late.
Can you do something with your Sylvanas? Not really.
Executed.
Yeah.
I like Sylvanas here though. I like Sylvanas and I like playing the Armor Smith and hero powering. I'm not sure if you should go face or trade with the 6-4. I mean, you do see a power mace in your opponent's hand, so removing a mech is actually quite important.
I like going face because Lothar is putting Gaara to 12 then, and Lothar is super secure at like 24 and 14 armor.
Ooh,
Right.
he fishes for cards instead of playing the Sylvanas. I guess this is actually quite nice. Playing the Belcher and the Armor Smith. The reason he's not killing that Golem is because he feels like he needs to use it to trade with the Belcher, and then he can execute anyway, whether it's buffed or not.
Yeah. Alright, so Lothar going with the strategy of Belcher, Armor Smith. Very nice and very annoying for your opponents.
And he does have double Lightning Storm right now, so he
Yeah.
can clear the board if he's lucky enough.
I guess you roll for a
Totem, spell damage
totem because you can afford to play the Flame Tongue as well with double Lightning Storm if you want to.
Do you really double Lightning Storm if you get a totem?
No, it depends on the totem, of course, but I mean, you have that option, and I mean, at this point, the armor is irrelevant because you can shield slam, like, even if you give him 6 more armor or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
he
this
has
is
so much armor.
Still attrition war. Do you... Well, you're also at 12, so do you consider Taskmaster Grimash? You've seen one Taskmaster
I mean, the
before.
thing is that if you roll for a totem here, you might get spell power and you might get taunt. Both are pretty useful, you know. So I would say that's the play. He's gonna go ahead and Earth Shock that.
Alright, so Gaara rolling
So
for
he's not
totem,
gonna roll for totem then.
apparently. I would say like Gaara rolling for totem every turn from the beginning of the game, refuses to roll for totem.
Oh!
That's actually pretty funny.
Zombie Chow for double heal.
Well, he's going to get more spiders.
Yeah, but that's spider. Oh my god.
Double the spiders, double the excitement.
Brawl boys.
Brawl boys. It's actually gonna bite him here. I mean,
This is kind of funny.
if this is not a brawl, then what is?
Armor Smith is on the board. You'd obviously brawl this, and Armor Smith
Please,
survives.
Kit Kat's always lies.
Come on, Kit Kat.
This is kind of ironic how he played around Brawl all the time, and now he didn't, and he has the Brawl in his hand.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to Gaara after this match and ask what was going through his head when he was playing the Shaman game. What did he expect? What he thought Lothar actually has in his hand? This looks pretty bad for Gaara.
Yeah. I mean, you just
After
brawl here, right?
yeah, like
I
after
did
the brawl, there are
attacking the totem and Brawl.
forwarded cards. So
Yeah.
what's the worst case? The 5/5 survives,
Yeah.
and
I would say.
but you don't care about it that much. You can just equip the weapon, armor up, and pass after.
You know what's the worst case? If Baron survives and Gaara is actually playing a Reincarnate Shaman.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is the moment of the brawl. Let's
Would you
see.
attack in the totem first, though?
No, it doesn't matter.
Probably.
It actually.
You still have the weapon.
Yeah, but.
All right, so the spider survived. The Lothar is going ham.
Looking for that cruel Taskmaster.
All right, and top deck for Gaara is a power
Another
mace.
Power Mace.
This is so bad. Yes,
Oh.
is free, almost like forwarded cards.
Yeah, I would really love to see the Lightning Storms that game. Keep your Sky Golem alive.
Too bad there's no some kind of replay feature in Hearthstone. I would have loved to replay this game, but differently
Yeah.
to see how would it go with the same outcome that
They
Gaara
had that one in StarCraft where you could replay a scenario from a certain point in a game, see if you could have done anything better. Quite useful.
Oh, that would actually be amazing for Hearthstone. I would love to play this game as Gaara being super aggressive. All right, so for Lothar, he still has a very good situation here. Just looking at the ones.
I mean, Gaara is still to top deck one of his legendaries. I'm not sure which one is running, but I would assume Neptulon is in this deck. I would assume Alakir maybe, Dr. Boom. Like, maybe not all three, but at least two of them.
Do you think that the fact that Lothar played yesterday for the whole day, he was able to warm up himself for the day, is helping him? Where Gaara actually playing the first match of this tournament?
I'm not actually sure. It's Hearthstone after all. It's not like you need the mechanics, but you know.
You need to get into the right mindset. And Lothar was in the right mindset yesterday. He was winning all those games.
Yeah,
not that it did a lot.
It
for
probably
Lothar.
wouldn't. It probably wouldn't for a lot of players, but maybe in this case, practice might have been useful for Gaara.
All right, this is really tough.
Sky Golem is nice. Dr. Boom is nice here. Anything with a mech that would. There's Neptulon.
Not a Mac though.
Well, he might still be in game here.
We do see a BJ's in his opponent hand though.
I'd love to see what kind of Murlocs he gets.
He's going to get so many fishes. Fishies.
So much fish.
So much
Actually,
fish.
this is actually really important for Gaara. What Murlocs he will get from that Neptulon, because he can actually change this around again towards the shamans.
Well, Lothar still needs just one enabler for Grimash. Like a Death's. Did he use double Death's Bite? I think he used one.
Nice one, yeah.
One Taskmaster.
Not bad actually.
Not bad, yeah.
Not bad.
I think it could have been much better.
Call it Oracle. Okay, so it's all right.
I think he has to play Flame Tongue.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely.
You want to stay about 12 health.
Bluegill will be important to deal with the BGH. Oh,
Yeah,
shield
I mean
stone.
he can just Lightning Storm as well. I would assume that he's gonna play BGH and Sylvanas. That's actually quite awkward because that Flame Tank Totem is gonna get stolen if he decides to Lightning Storm and hit the Sylvanas.
I really like the Murlocs he got from Neptulon though, because he has a Murloc.
The War Leader is always good.
Yeah.
So there is a quite nice play here you can do. You can Lightning Storm here, and you can attack the Sylvanas with your weapon, and then you can use Bluegill Warrior with the Murloc War Leader to kill off the Searing Totem that gets stolen.
Yeah, I like it. I was thinking maybe use Bluegill to like attack Sylvanas, then Lightning Storm, and then kill the totem with your weapon. I think that might be better because, like,
yeah, you don't take damage, but then your Bluegill dies.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And I think at this point, you have to play really greedy to come back into this game and keep all your minions and just hope that it doesn't have that Grimash Cruel Taskmaster, which in fact it doesn't right now.
There's one problem though. He doesn't have mana for that play.
Oh, he's overloaded by 3. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He doesn't have.
No.
He needs 8 mana for that play. He's only has 7. Taunt Totem, really good. So he wants him to steal the Searing, and he does.
Nice.
Because
He's gonna pass though.
Dr. Boom.
Oh.
Well, that's a great card to play.
yeah,
Always a great card.
he's debating which side he should play it on, but it truly does not matter in this case.
Inches armor up and pass again. Is Gaara playing heal bots? Have we seen heal bots?
Yeah, one heal bot.
One heal
We've
bot.
seen one heal bot. Oh, heal bot will be important to get back.
Ooh.
Azure Drake, Lightning Storm? Is that something not...
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, you think it's alright, but it's pretty bad because one of the bombs can kill the totem, and then he's gonna have a way to kill him.
No, he doesn't have the damage to kill him, even if the totem dies, because he can't. He has too much armor to shield slam his own Gourmage. It will actually kill him.
What if he top decks anything that can?
Yeah, of course. If he top decks anything, then that's that. But
Do you think that was Gaara's strategy from the very beginning? To like allow Lothar to armor up every turn so that he has so much armor to kill Gourmage.
so he shield slams his own Gourmage by mistake. I doubt that, but you know, next level mind games maybe.
Oh man, the stress. So, champion Gaara, the winner of DreamHack 1, the finalist of second DreamHack Bucharest, on the brink of elimination, facing Dr. Boom.
Oh.
Rockbiter is not doing much.
And bombs can like screw him over completely.
Well, losing the Taunt Totem was painful, and right now,
Shield back.
Lothar is so close to winning this game.
Oh, this is intense.
A simple Fairy War Axe was enough.
Oh my god, here's the Cruel Disc Master.
He gets the Disc Master, he doesn't have mana for this turn.
He needs a Taunt
He
Totem.
needs a Taunt Totem! What is happening in this game? Can Gaara actually lose and get eliminated? Can Lothar advance?
I think you executed the Drake here, because there is a possibility of Argus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
If he gets an Argus now, that's like really good. Oh, he
Okay,
needs a
so
Taunt Totem.
That's
wait, before he totems here, if he has Sludge Belchers in the deck, is it more likely for him to draw them with the Cold Light Oracle?
I don't know, but this is not the totem he was looking for.
No.
So Sludge Belcher is now out of option. I think you still... Well, you can't...
Why?
That's it. That's it. Lothar has lethal, ladies and gentlemen. If Lothar spots lethal, and he does, he is going to eliminate Gaara from this tournament. Tavern Tails, guys. What is happening?
I think Gaara is really upset for playing that game too passively in a matchup that is Shaman favored.
I want to talk to those guys. I want to ask Gaara what happened. I want to talk to Lothar and hear his words. He's going to face Impact to take revenge after Impact winning versus Life Coach.
Yeah, that was an incredibly interesting game, especially the mindset that Gaara was going into this matchup. I'd love to hear what he says, but I probably have to peek now, right?
Yeah, thank you so much, Roland.
Yeah,
thank you for joining
It was
us.
really nice
we might have
joining
you
here.
later as well.
Thank you very much, guys. I
It was
enjoyed
a
it.
pleasure. All right,
Thank
so now we are going to talk to Lothar. Can you please get Lothar for us? Oh man, that's serious. Garbus Shaman defeated.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think he came down to that last match. I think Lothar is super happy winning this one with such an unfavored matchup, but we'll see what he has to say.
And that hand!
Yeah, with that hand,
dude.
like, holy shit.
I haven't seen...
It was insane.
We had so much fun with that hand,
Yeah.
and then that happened. So I think both players are here. Yeah, Lothar,
Yeah.
come here. Come here. We want to talk to you. Here we go. Take that, man. So first,
Hi, guys.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats, man.
You advanced to the
Thank
top
you.
8. You are going to face Impact. Tell us more about this match. What happened there?
Oh, the last match, when I saw my opening hand, I was like, okay, this is
over.
probably this is over.
Come on, you had a lot of good cards, like 6
Yeah,
mana.
like-
you got Gaddon. Come on.
If I would draw like 8 innervates for free, yeah, then I could have won it. Yeah, like is it?
Yeah, you didn't see Gaara's hand, but they actually had an insane curve, like with the Horus Golem on turn 3 and like Flame Tongue and other plays after that. But he just hero powered every turn.
Yeah, I know. I tried to bluff him with not playing the Fairy Warriors because I didn't have it.
Yeah,
Like turn
yeah.
4, I was thinking about my play and I pointing at cards
Yeah.
when I didn't have
Yeah,
anything to
we,
play.
We noticed that. Yeah.
I was like, maybe that worked. I don't know. Probably it did. So
I think he played very, very passively, too passively.
Me?
No.
Gaara,
Gaara
You
played
had nothing to play.
yeah, I was like
yeah.
Resident Sleeper.
Yeah, but Gaara, he had all those great plays to pressure you early on. He had like Fireman and stuff, but he refused to play him. He just towed him up every turn, and I was like, is this how you play Shaman versus Warrior? Because I was like,
probably not.
Gaara is more experienced with this
the
matchup,
best
but
Shaman.
I don't know. Like this is never how I would play it. I just
Yeah.
pressured the
I would-
Warrior so much.
I would do the same.
Yeah.
Like curve out, flame
Yeah,
turn for
exactly.
the win to push out the damage
But
with all the fireworks.
so
or
I think
another
I think
weapon.
that actually lost in the game that it didn't play as most people would play in that matchup.
Tell us more about Chasm Mystic and Freeze Mage.
Well, I thought that Gaara would be using at least one class with secrets, maybe even two, and I was not wrong. No, wait, I was wrong. On one class. Well,
No.
never mind. I was kind of thinking he might play Freeze Mage, maybe. If not Freeze Mage, then probably Mech Mage, if he would pick the Mage at all. And I thought to myself, like, that Chasm Mystic instead of a Lothar doesn't really punish me in the way it will usually do in other decks, because, you know, I don't really care about one card. I still have other card draw mechanic in the deck, and it can instantly win me the mirror match. It can win me in the game against Hunter, and well, that's basically it.
That's enough reasoning. I'm sold. It's an interesting inclusion.
Yeah, I think that Kazan is not too useful. Like people are talking about, you can always steal back your ice block, but good players will always play Kazan on the turn where you kill your freeze mage by stealing
Yeah,
the ice block.
yeah.
So it's not really how it works.
No, for me it's a win card. When
Yeah.
he plays aggressively because he has ice block up, then I just play Kazan and
Mhm.
Fireball hit the face. And that's
Yeah,
it.
but in freeze mage, it's like I haven't seen Gaara play too much freeze mage though. Like, did you really
Gaara
think
plays everything. That's the problem. Like building my lineup against Gaara
it was hard?
was hard.
Mm.
I thought maybe he would bring Druid with mass ramp because he will think I will bring aggro lineup this time. So, you know,
Yeah, Gaara is one of those players that actually plays everything, brings new
Mhm.
things, brings all things, and
or even goes with all anti-aggro lineups.
yeah, like he brought mid-range Hunter. This is the first time I've seen mid-range Hunter in like 3 weeks, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. I was thinking about it that he might bring it, so I brought aggro hunter just because of that. To
Played an interesting version with like quick shot as well. It was like really weird, I think.
Yeah, but what about the warrior versus hunter? I was like, okay, I go for the
Yeah.
old retro OTK
Yeah, that's
style.
what we were talking about, like really old school version, but yeah, it didn't pay off.
Yeah, well, the bomb for 4 sealed the deal.
Yeah, that's
Because the
true.
Yeah.
the bomb that hit my face was for 4 damage, and maybe he did have additional damage in his
I
hand.
mean, he didn't attack with the bomb on the board, which was 2 damage as well. So it's just like if the bomb hit for 2, that would also been lethal.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's just like
but
pretty
still,
likely.
Really good strategy there with like
Well, I
Gohao.
I still
Like
thought
Straza.
that I have no outs. He will just grind me out. Playing
Mhm.
weapons and giving myself damage doesn't really make sense. I have to win somehow, so I just went all in.
I mean, you did have 2 executes for Savannah Hymains, and you had already dealt with Dr. Boom, and you had Alex Strats in your
Yeah.
hand, so you could actually trade a lot with your Gorehowl and Alex Strats yourself for good value.
I
but
still think that's really
it was a
risky.
calculated risk,
Yeah.
both of them. So yeah,
Different lines of play.
Yep.
All right, so congratulations. You're going
Thank
to
you.
advance, as I said, and really well played. And I'm definitely...
You wanted to talk with Gaara too, right?
we're ready for break.
yeah,
We
we're ready
can talk
for
to him
break.
privately.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
We're going to brief him privately. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We are still
By the way,
going to continue.
One last thing I wanted to say. That's the second time we play against. I play against Gaara and Bucharest, but last time was quarterfinals. So we met like.
Mm.
one
I
round.
mentioned that briefly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the more
Then sorry for
important for
interrupting.
Lothar to actually win that match and advance. We're going to continue with our next with our bracket, but for now we're ready for break. So guys, we're going to be here. Don't go anywhere.